already have some gapping, but it seals close to the face here. This is the biggest problem. You want it to be really short here, short and long here. So this goes like this. Okay, we're going to talk about filters. People are really excited talking about filters right now. I think the number one thing to remember is that the whole point of masks is not to keep you from breathing in other people's schmoo. It's to keep yours inside and from coughing on other people. A lot of countries are rolling out general masking guidelines with the phrase, mine protects you, yours protects me. This is not an N95. No amount of filter material that you put in here will turn it into an N95. There are too many fit issues. The problem is the more filter stuff you pack into here, the harder it is for air to go through that fabric, and so it's just going to go more and more through the gaps around your nose and the sides. So again, we're still learning a lot more about this virus and how to design DIY masks that work. But as far as we know right now, as of April 6th, 2020, the whole point of these is to contain your own droplets, so a little bit coarser material works fine. You don't need you don't need a super tight vacuum seal or like vacuum bags or anything like that. Really, the goal is just to have a good fit around here and to make all the air that you turn in and out go through some kind of filtration instead of trying to get 100% filtration, because all that's actually going to do with a cloth mask is just force the air through the gaps and you're not going to get any filtration at all. So again, as we learn more, we may find some good filtration materials. So these do have pockets. You can put extra filter material in there if you want. That is up to you, but just a caveat so that you know, the more stuff you pack into here, that really just ups the risk of sending all your air shooting out the sides through the gaps so it doesn't get filtered at all. Just be aware of that. So we can put a little filter material in here. We'll do that just to show you how that works. I see a lot of folks kind of talking about like this filter material and that filter material and which material is best, but they don't really seem to be acknowledging the fact that these are cloth masks, and the tighter you make the weave, the more you just force air out through the sides where it skips filtration entirely. So you can kind of pack more material in there. It's kind of tough because this is an accordion. You will have to fidget with it quite a bit to get stuff in there, but there is a pocket to allow you to do that, and it'll hold that in place against your face. So we have this. Very neat, very schmatzy. Change your mask every 2 hours, because the whole point is that it traps junk, and then it starts to hold it close to your face if you have it there for like too long and it traps a lot of junk. So change it every 2 hours. So one of the things we want to look out for when we're doing fit, a big one is the nose chimney. Next to our nose, we have kind of some deeper pockets. I was seeing a lot of folks wearing their masks down here, almost hanging off the tip of their nose, and you have just whoosh, a straight chimney going up both sides of your face. If you wear glasses, that's going to lead to every time you exhale, you're going to have your glasses fog up. It's going to piss you off. It's going to be crazy. And it's also a sign that the mask isn't working. So that's what I have the pipe cleaner here for. It molds around your nose, and it's a little bit puffy, and so it takes up a little bit of extra space. So it helps you have that seal against your nose. As you can see, I am breathing out and not getting my glasses fogged up, so you can tell that it is working. And they fog up like a little tiny bit, but not enough to interfere with what you're doing, so that's just air going through the mask. What you don't want is like a huge rush of hot air, because that tells you you're not getting any filtration at all. So again, you want it to fit along here. You get that by having this be short. You want to have this side of the mask be pretty short. That's how you get it to be flat along the side here. You want to not have air gaps right here, and then you want to go down to your chin. You don't want to stop here. You'll see a lot of folks wearing masks that go down to here. You want to go around your chin. Mine goes down the neck a little bit. They're a little bit long, so you get a little bit of a neck beard with your mask. But it does kind of cover all the way around here. A lot of that is because of the bias cut. It's going to drape around your skin a lot better. So that's why we cut them on the bias. That's some notes on fit. So we've talked about how to put it on. We've talked about how to fit the pipe cleaner here. Now we're going to talk about how to take it off. So before you put it on, you want to wash your hands because you're about to touch your face a bunch. You have to kind of like get this all to fit. And then you want to wash your hands again because you just touched your face a bunch after you put it on. And then when you take it off, Don't touch your face. The entire time you're wearing it, you still don't touch your face because this is trapping a bunch of goop here. So when you take it off, don't grab this. You just want to go back here, just undo the ties, just touch back here, and drop it in the wash. Don't do this stuff. In terms of washing it, you can use bleach, peroxide, alcohol, other disinfectants, but they're not really necessary. Soap alone for 20 seconds will kill COVID-19. That's why we're washing our hands for 20 seconds. So just soap and water is fine for washing these. I recommend either you can wash by the machine, but stick it in a mesh bag if you have one, because otherwise the ties can kind of get tangled up in things. You don't want that. You want it to last a long time. So wash it in a mesh bag in the machine is fine. Or you can do it by hand in air dry, or if you have a dryer, just do that in a mesh bag and that's fine. That is that.